Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the most industrial stream on a Tuesday night. I'm your host, Pop Culture Mechanic. You can just call me Pop. And in case you're wondering, this stream, we talk about things from an industrial point of view. So I'll be checking some articles and some news around the industry to see what's going on out there. I think you guys will be happy to know, too, that the strike at Canada Post is over. I think they were sent back to work, and the mail has started moving again. So I think this really backfired on the union this time. Doing it at the most busy time of the year, nobody's going to have any sympathy for you, and everyone just switched over to using couriers anyway for anything they had to send. So you've made the couriers more money, and you've just got sent back to work. So I don't know. You guys just didn't think that one through very well. For the record, you never looked at the thumbnail. All right. Before we get into all that, welcome David Glenn, number one wrench and loyal watcher of the channel. And Fabric Folds, my favorite large breed vet. How are you doing tonight? Hope things are going well. The temperature here is going to drop down to a nice minus 28 Celsius. So, burr. And I mean frigging burr. It's gonna be cold. But you just gotta dress for it. Okay, let's get into it. So I was looking at the news here. This one caught my eye. Canada and U.S. to co-invest up to $35.4 million in critical minerals in the Yukon, of all places. Well, okay. Canada and the United States are co-investing in critical minerals projects in Canada and working to strengthen supply chain. On December 13th, Jonathan Wilkinson, Canada's Minister of Energy and Natural Resources, announced a co-investment with the United States in the Canadian mining company Fireweed Metals Corp. Or just Fireweed. Fireweed will receive up to $12.9 million approximately from Natural Resources Canada for its North Canal Infrastructure Improvement Project, pending final due diligence for pre-development activities by the company, such as design, studies, and a collection of baseline data, as well as engagement and consultations with First Nations. According to Natural Resources Canada, these pre-development activities will focus on improvements of approximately 250 kilometers of road upgrades to an existing transmission line between Faro and Ross River, and the construction of a new transmission line from Ross River to the McMillan Pass site. So it sounds like it's just road improvements to me. But we'll see what they're getting at here. The funds will be joined by a $15 million U.S. co-investment from the United States to advance test work, feasibility studies, and other pre-construction activities at the Mactung Mine project, which is reportedly expected to benefit from the Canadian-supported infrastructure improvements. Okay. Canada is providing this conditional funding to Fireweed through the Critical Minerals Infrastructure Fund pre-construction stream. The CMIF is a program under the Canadian Critical Minerals Strategy to address infrastructure gaps, enable critical minerals production, and connect resources to markets through various clean energy, electrification, and transportation infrastructure projects. The co-investment from the United States is provided by the U.S. Department of Defense through the Defense Production Act purchases off. Okay, so there must be some minerals up here that the Department of Defense really wants. They're like, yeah, we're going to donate some money there and get those minerals out of there. It's not out of the kindness of their heart that they're doing it. They're hoping to get some out of there. Canada's positioning itself as a global supplier of responsibly sourced critical minerals, which are increasingly in demand for the clean and digital economy as well as for defense applications, said Minister Wilkinson. Our investment in the Fireweed project will develop the necessary energy infrastructure to power multiple critical mineral mines and communities with clean energy. These investments by Canada and the United States build on our long history of friendship and collaboration, complement the region's deep expertise in mining, create good jobs in the Yukon, and advance economic growth now and into the future. Yeah, you're dressing in layers, David. Yeah, you're getting about the same there, fabric. Okay. We're dispatching Yukon Cornelius to get them minerals. If you know, you know. Yahoo! Nothing. Hey, it's DJ Ronnie G. How you doing, DJ? Are you home from work now? Let your weekend begin, I hope. Well, that's it. They're investing in the Yukon. They're going to get some minerals, critical minerals mined up there. So that's good for the Yukon. Why does the Canadian government always throw the First Nations name around? And when they know they won't do diddly squat, they use the First Nations name? Well, yeah, for sure. It's pathetic the way the Canadian government does that. You're just walking up your driveway now. Look at that. Okay. Rochelle opens up U.S. production facility in Michigan. What the heck does Rochelle do? The manufacturer of smart armored vehicles said the facility aims to meet the increasing demand for Rochelle's products from U.S. customers. Let's read that over again. The increasing demand for products from U.S. customers. So people are like clamoring for smart armored vehicles. Anyways, let's go through this. Rochelle, a Canadian-based designer and manufacturer of smart armored vehicles, has opened its first U.S.-based production plant in Shelby Township, Michigan. In a press statement released by Rochelle, the company said the facility aims to meet the increasing demand for Rochelle's products from U.S. customers, who now account for the majority of the company's orders. I wonder if it's like police forces and all that and National Guard. Like Rochelle's operational capabilities in Canada, the facility will purportedly integrate all manufacturing processes in one building. In addition to production, Rochelle says the new facility will house a dedicated service center to support vehicles currently operated in the U.S. This ensures support for law enforcement and governmental agencies, including the deployment of future vehicles to the U.S. federal and governmental agencies. This is a defining moment for Rochelle. It has been a long journey to get here, but now we are ready to serve the U.S. market with products proudly made in USA. The world is changing rapidly, and so are the defense and security industry needs. By establishing a production facility in the United States, we're bringing manufacturing closer to our customers, strengthening our ability to adapt to evolving challenges by fostering local partnership with the communities we serve, said Roman Shimonov, CEO of Rochelle. You're getting 30 mile per hour winds here. You don't know what that is in syrup units, but yeah, it's getting winter. It's probably like 50k. I think it's 50 kilometers an hour winds. Man, yeah. If it's a constant 50k wind, that's just gonna cut right through you. I don't like that kind of cold. The wind comes and man, you just can't stay warm. Anyways, it looks like what's it? Shelby Township in Michigan got themselves a facility that's going to manufacture smart armored vehicles. So if you're in that area, see if they're hiring. Maybe get a job there. Lion Electric defaults on debt, plans to seek creditor protection under CCAA. Let's have a look here. These guys just sold last week. I read that they sold something to the Quebec government, and now they're going to default on their debt. Yeah, you're going to pick me up some armor. Yeah, do they make exosuits? The Lion Electric Company says it expects to seek protection from creditors under the company's Creditors Arrangement Act. The electric school bus maker said it has defaulted on its debt and is in talks with the senior lenders to obtain additional funds for a new debtor in possession credit facility. It says it plans to restructure its business and pursue a formal sales and investment solicitation process. Well, it seems to me if they defaulted on their debt, how much does their CEO make? What's his salary? The guys at the top that run the companies into the ground, they're the ones that should pay the price. Instead of them getting their bonuses and all that excessive salaries they have. The company temporarily laid off 400 employees and shut down production to its Illinois plant earlier this month after getting a 2-week reprieve from its lenders to explore its alternatives. The company said at the time that its 300 remaining employees would focus on bus manufacturing, sales, and delivery. Trading in Lion Electric shares on the Toronto Stock Exchange was halted for failure to maintain exchange requirements. Well, yeah. The guy's going into freaking bankruptcy. Tell you again how EVs are the future. Yeah, when this company can't even keep its head above water. Wait a minute. It says here, just looking under this picture, they have a facility in Quebec. So you know what? How much you want to bet? And I'm calling this right now that the federal government will bail out the Quebec company because they have to give Quebec special treatment. We'll see how that goes. But I'm calling it right now. They tend to do that, especially there's going to be an election next year. And right now Trudeau is doing the stupidest thing in his whole career. He's putting the GST, which is the federal sales tax that we have here, and he's putting it on hold. So no place is charging you GST anymore, but I think that's stupid. Just get rid of it entirely if you're going to do that. Don't even, because it's going to bring it back. He's just doing it temporarily just so he can fool people and get reelected. It's not going to fool anybody. It shouldn't. People shouldn't be so stupid. This guy is just playing around. He's doing everything he can to stay in power. Everyone knows the future is fusion. Oh, yeah. Get me a thorium reactor. Huh? That's the future right there. It's right around the corner. Yeah. EVs plus cold weather equals bankruptcy. Yes. I saw a Cybertruck in the wild the other day. Me and my wife. I'm like, hey, look, Cybertruck. And she was just like, wow, I can't believe we saw one. And, I've seen a few Teslas around here, and it's like, wait till the winter comes. We'll see how great you guys are doing with your electric cars. You guarantee they will because Drama Fidel loves spending taxpayer money? Yes, he does. It's disgusting. You don't kick people when they're down. You don't increase the carbon tax when people are having a hard time already. But nope, this idiot raises the carbon tax, which is essentially, to me, a tax on breathing. They've finally done it. We always used to joke about, oh yeah, tax the air you breathe. No, they've done it. That's it right there. Carbon tax is a tax on the air you breathe. And this guy's an idiot. People have to stop falling for the government imposing a new tax, and then they hand out checks to everybody. Oh, well, you get money back from it. Yeah, just don't take my money in the first place. That's the way I look at it. You're taking away more money than you're giving back to the people. It's stupid. So they better stop that. Hey, AC, how you doing, man? Good to see ya. How you been? It's been a long time. Well, that's it for that magazine. I was going to try MRO. You don't have a carbon tax until India and China have one. Yeah, exactly. That's how they should do it. Gee, who pollutes more? Who has more pollution? The country with 36 million people, or I don't know, the one with 1.4 billion in each country. Those places are horrid. Pollution-wise, India, China, ugh. people are so narrow-minded and they have tunnel vision. They can only see their own country. It's like, look at other countries and what they're doing. They're doing nothing. And we're supposed to take we're supposed to take the blame for all of that. And that's if you believe that climate change is real anyway. They're really trying to use that as the big boogeyman to scare people. I've yet to see it. If it's such a big thing, why isn't it warm here all year round? But no, we have minus 28 tonight, and it's only December. So, yeah. Keep talking out of the side of your face there. Is there it's all climate hysteria. Oh great, let's have a look here. Get off of that tangent. You still say your herd produces more pollution in Canada, especially after an oat fodder diet? Oh, probably. Yeah, nothing really here newsworthy here. I mean, ABB introduces a new food-safe motor design to improve reliability and safety. But honestly, how reliable are they going to make it? If you make it too reliable, you go out of business. So there is planned obsolescence, and they plan it only to last a certain amount of time. It was warm in New York City today and yesterday. Well, that's good, DJ. I know it can get pretty cold in New York, especially because you guys are on the coast there. Well, let's skip over to the articles I saw today. But with only about 100 years of reliable temperature records, you have no conclusion about climate change? Yeah, and we have to be careful about the records that they're keeping now, DJ, because they fudge the numbers. They'll mess around with them. The ideal temperature was in the 1940s. I don't know. Was it? That's deductive reasoning at work. All right. North Prairie, Wisconsin. Zero Zone has taken a significant step to address the shortage of skilled workers in the industrial and commercial refrigeration industry by partnering with Apprentice Now. Together, they have developed a 10-week field service technician training program, culminating in the graduation of 14 candidates on December 3rd, 2024. As a large portion of American workforce approaches retirement and new technologies require lengthier training times, the need for proactive recruitment strategies becomes increasingly critical. The collaboration between Zero Zone and Apprentice Now aim to meet this need by offering a training program that teaches candidates the skills to service industrial and commercial refrigeration systems at no cost to the participants. Wow, that's great. The program alternates between in-class instruction and hands-on training, as it should. For any company seeking skilled workers, Apprentice Now is an excellent partner, stated Christy Wisniewski, the Zero Zone Director of Human Resources. They handle everything from recruiting and training to the hiring process. This approach is likely the future of apprenticeships. Zero Zone entered in this partnership without the expectation that the candidates take positions within the company, but with the opportunity to apply for roles at Zero Zone or other companies within the industry. Recognizing the high demand for technicians in the industry, this partnership is seen as a proactive step towards addressing industry needs. Read more about the program here. Okay, let's go here. What is Apprentice Now? This might be in you guys' area somewhere. I'm not sure. It looks like it's US-based. Apprentice Now is an organization that offers full service training programs, preparing workers for highly skilled careers. Their skilled trades programs include HVAC training for the future service technicians and installers, Zero Zone collaborated with Apprentice Now to design a specialized curriculum focusing on commercial and industrial refrigeration systems. Prior to entering the program, the candidates are vetted with the use of technical assessments and a multi-interview process, which can take up to 2 months. Holy. This vetting process ensures the candidates are well suited for the industry and that they will excel in their chosen career. The apprenticeship program is provided at zero cost to the candidates. The program agreement bars students from pursuing jobs outside of their curriculum, making their studying and training their sole focus for the 10-week period. Okay. Newer records should be more accurate, but they do seem fudged. Yeah, DJ. Christy Wisniewski, Director of HR, shared her thoughts on the program. For any company seeking skilled workers, Apprentice Now is an excellent partner. They handle everything from recruiting to, yes, we read that already. The program's curriculum was designed to balance classroom instruction with hands-on training. During the classroom sessions, students gained a comprehensive understanding of the commercial and industrial refrigeration industry, mastering the principles of refrigeration systems, industry-specific terminology, soldering and brazing techniques, and the tools required to service a refrigeration system. In the subsequent weeks, students applied their theoretical knowledge through practical exercises throughout the course. Milestone examinations assessed and evaluated the students' retention and understanding of the material. Kyle Hero, a graduate of the apprenticeship program, had this to say: I would recommend this program to anyone who wants to learn a trade. I knew they do more than just refrigeration, but I know this is a really good opportunity for anyone getting into the refrigeration or HVAC industry. And I've told you guys before, HVAC is a good industry because you're busy in the winter when people's furnaces aren't working, and you're busy in the summer when people want AC. Kyle's positive experience was shared by his fellow graduates at 01. We will continue to develop skilled technicians that are well prepared to meet the evolving demands of the industrial and commercial refrigeration industry. Well, there you go. And that's happening in North Prairie, Wisconsin. I don't know where that is, but it looks like they're doing their part. Next up, the city of Barrie. So Barrie's in Ontario, for those of you that don't know. Barrie is addressing a shortage of skilled tradesmen and a lack of affordable housing with a $250,000 boost for an initiative providing paid skilled trades training for those facing employment challenges. Employment challenges. Huh. I wish they'd be a little more specific about that. Kara Swan is about to complete the 3-month course through the Community Builders Trades and Diversity Program in Barrie. It's only a 3-month course. I'm a single mom with 5 kids. I've always wanted to get into trades, so when I found out about this program and that they were open to people of all diverse backgrounds, I gave it a try and was lucky enough to get in, Swan explained. You're a single mom with 5 kids, and you always wanted to get into the trades. Liar, I don't believe you. If you wanted to get into trades, you wouldn't have had 5 kids. The program that launched earlier this year operates in Barrie and Sudbury with a focus on hands-on training in residential construction. It has 88% success rate in finding graduates full-time employment. Yo, what's up, kitty bear? How you doing? Man, it's been a while. Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, AC. Single mom, 5 kids. Yeah. I know, I'm laughing too. It's like, really? Where did your husband go? You think it's great they're doing HVAC, but there's a serious electrician, CAD, or what they call it now, plumbers, welders, and millwrights. In addition, bricklaying is practically extinct. Yeah. She meant trading kids. Yeah. Yeah, and fabric, you got it right. I mean, they really got to knuckle down and get people into those other trades. We know there are 750,000 people who are going to retire from the trades over the next 20 years or so. It's really important that we have these people, have people being trained to be able to build homes and build futures, said Mayor Alex Nuttall. She had those kids with tradesmen, so the trades got into her. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Fabric. You got it, man. The program also benefits from a $250,000 grant from the Meridian Credit Union. This is an opportunity for us to provide jobs and serve an issue around housing, which are two big issues that we have in the province of Ontario, said J.N. Guilfoy, CEO of Meridian Credit Union. Brandon Day, Community Builder CEO, said the program trains people who haven't had the opportunity they deserve to have a potentially life-changing career in the trades. Plus, we just happen to be building affordable housing at the same time. Between Barrie and Sudbury, there are 22 spots to be filled. Applications for the program will be accepted starting January 31st. Yeah. I mean, you guys they got to do more before it becomes a crisis. They're going to be asking people to stay later and later and not retire. I'm guessing that's what's going to happen to me. They're going to be like, oh, hey, can you just stick around for a couple more years? Those retirement numbers are low. It's more like 300,000 a month as tradesmen age out. Maybe for Barrie it's lower, just because. But yeah, for me it's 20 years probably. 20 years until I'm maybe 18. People don't realize the average age of tradesmen. No, they don't. Nope, not at all. They have no clue. All right. That was it for articles today. I think we'll head up picture time. It's picture time. I know you guys like that. And I've got some new ones today. Do like that. Do like that. Do like that. Capture that. You guys get a little bit of NAMI. Because, gotta have a good background. All right, so anybody know what this is? I'll give you a little, because of chat delay, I'll give you a little bit of time. Not quite, David. Not quite a feeler gauge. Nope. Starfleet badge. It's not a throwing star, Kitty Bear. You got that right. Godzillionaire might know if he was here. Plugged? No. This is a V-belt gauge. And what this does is you go like this. You find a sheave, and if you want to know whether it's worn out, you take this thing, you put it in there, and as you can see, there's angles, 34 degrees, 38 degrees, 36 degrees, and you put it in there, and you can tell whether the sheave has been worn. As you can see, daylight. And that allows you to know whether you need a new sheave or not. And also what kind of belt will fit in there the best. Because belts have different angles. And you got to make sure you're getting the right belt to work with the right sheave. You can't just buy any belt to put on any sheave. V-gauge, the joke's right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then you try each groove that the belt sits in. Right? Check it. And that was the large sheave. And then I checked the motor sheave. A little smaller diameter, but you still get the general idea. You put that down in there. And it looks like there's a bit of wear. So I'm thinking we might have to get a new sheave. I'm going to be your white noise as you're going to try to get a bit of sleep. All right, well, sleep well, kitty bear. And yeah, just listen to the dulcet tones as you drift off to dreamland. It is groovy, DJ. And in the background, you can see some of the belts there. V-gauge joke incoming. But I don't want to use singles anymore, single belts. I'd rather use power band where they're all connected together. Plug in AC. What's AC doing? I like being ASMR. How do you recognize a worn out hooker in a bar? I don't know. How? The star still will be halfway gone. Oh! Oh, that's for later. That's for later. And so there's the belts that were on those sheaves. You're just trolling? Oh, DJ. So yeah, Gates is a popular manufacturer of belts. They're high power 2, and that's their name of the belt. And then the C denotes the cross-sectional size of it. And C belts are quite large. And 180 is the total length of it. I believe in inches. I think it's 180 inches. But I would have to double check that. So yes, good old Gates. And then you can buy them. You buy them in the box. And you always take pictures and catalog everything that you have in spare parts, so you can get the proper size you need and the proper brand, because you don't want to go mixing brands. I think I also have a video for you about that. Let me see. Yes. This is a little better, a little brighter than the pictures are. American belt, strong like bull. Okay, so there you go. It's on a pallet. I had it lifted up in the air. And just so it's easier, so I'm not like hunched over. There we are. Put that in there. And you try the next one. Because they can wear at different rates, depending on how much pull you have on each belt. Can you try the big one there? Hard to see because of the shadow, but yeah. Give it a wiggle and see if there's yeah. So there you go. That's the sheave gauge. Like I say, you can see the belts sitting on there. I will not use those again. Those have been sitting for way too long. They're probably no good anymore. After they've been sitting for, I don't know how many years, probably close to 5 years, I'm not even going to try using them. I'm just going to throw them out. And we'll see if they want to keep the large sheave and the motor sheave. I priced those out. So a new big sheave is about $6,000. And the small motor sheave is about $700. So I'm going to suggest to them that they get a new one to use. And all this stems from the fact that the sheave we have on our compressor right now has only 3 belts on it. It's only 3 belts wide. And this is 6. This was the original one that came with it, but somebody, my predecessor, changed the sheave on the compressor and just did it. He didn't even talk to anybody about it. He just went ahead and did it. So what we're going to have to do is put back one that has 6 belts going across for more friction, more grabbing power, because right now the belt slips. Sheave. I pronounce it sheave. It's a sheave. Not the kind you stab you with there, DJ. Hey, what's up, Alex Moore? How you doing? Good to see you. You are a manga reading machine, Alex. Just watching you, all the stuff you read. It's great. This is all about belt sheaves and measuring them, checking to see if they're worn. So I'm going to show you. I use this gauge here. And you check the angle, and you check the depth and what size of belt. So you bet he put that 3 belter on his temporary replacement that became permanent. You never know. Nobody really knew what he was thinking. But so what happens now is when the compressor has to work hard, now the belts slip because there's not enough friction. With 6 of them, there would be, but there's only 3 now. You didn't even know you own manga or your machine. He's a manga reading machine. But yeah, I showed everybody. Alex, I showed everybody this first. There's the gauge, and there's a whole bunch of them on this. It's like a key ring. That's why it's got that chain on there. It hangs different, and you can sort of see them down there. You can check the sheaves, and you can check the V-belts. There's a gauge for that as well. But yeah, you see, you put it in there. Check for daylight. You can see whether the sheave is worn because, believe it or not, rubber will wear through metal. I have worked on conveyors where the conveyor belt has moved over and has started rubbing on the steel frame, and it rubs right through it. Yeah, it takes a while, but the rubber will rub through the steel. It's unreal. It's just amazing. Alex doesn't read manga. He is manga. Yeah. Oh, DJ, no more crashes for you because you moved all your stuff to the RTX? Good for you, man. Right on. Right on. That's good. Okay, so these pictures here. Right here. Always, and I'm going to repeat this, always do your pre-shift inspections. Do your pre-shift inspections. This is on a forklift, and as you can see, the bracket that holds the hoses is cracked. Don't know how it happened. Don't know when it happened, but I went to use it. I did my pre-shift inspection or pre-use inspection, and the thing is snapped. And it's like, oh. So you don't want this snapped, because what this stuff will do is it'll either rub through the hoses, and then you've got yourself a high-pressure hydraulic leak, which is no good. Then you're squirting oil everywhere. Rubber erodes steel. Yeah, the rubbing action of the rubber, like a conveyor belt rubbing on a piece of steel, will rub a groove right into it. And I've seen it. It's unreal how it does it. Rubber's like water to metals, rock. It's constant movement that gets you. There you go. Yeah, exactly. That's what it's like. It's like water on rocks. Exactly, fabric. Yeah. You'll stick the Quadro in the oven in order to fix it? Oh, are you going to reflow it? Duct tape the hose. Get out of here with that. You don't do that. That's not the way. There's another angle of it. So I took this and I sent it off to the safety manager. I'm like, hey, look what I found. And she was quite happy with that I was able to find it. Because believe it or not, we have to report things that we find. Corporate, in all their wisdom, they like people reporting things that are like this. So, dear God, the corrosion, yeah. Yeah, it's all good. It's we'll get the guy who's going to their forklift mechanic that's going to do our yearly inspection. I'll tell him about it. He can bring a spare part out, change it out. Maybe check the hoses while he's at it. Because this thing gets checked each year, no matter what. We call in a forklift mechanic, and we're like, yep, give it the yearly preventative maintenance check. And yeah, he'll do that. Yo, Aris, how's it going? Good to see you, man. For me, it's going good. Just showing these guys that they're always supposed to do their pre-use inspection. Because you never know what the other guy that used it before you has done. So you always grab your inspection book, which we have, and go over every inch of it. Go over every inch of whatever equipment you're going to use, and then you can say with confidence that, no, this did not happen. I did not break this. I made note of it. And that's what you do. You make note of it. Maintenance now or cry later. You got her, Fabric. It's just a piece of plastic anyway, but I don't know why that would have snapped unless it was on installation. Because this thing does not move. This is not a movable part. You see it's welded here. It's just supposed to hold these hoses from flopping all over the place. So it might have been done on install, which is when usually things happen. Maybe somebody got a little overzealous and tightened it up and snapped it away. Or maybe it was the cold that did it. It has been pretty cold, and we do use a forklift out in the cold. So things shrink and contract and expand, heat and cold. Maybe that's what happened. Just a guess. So we'll see what happens. I had to take some pictures of old pump tags to compare them to the new pump tag, because I was asked to do that. It was shrinkage, I tell you. Yeah, David. Well, let's see if I got any more pictures for you guys. Enjoy some Nami while I have a look. Let's see. Oh, that's there we go. There's the micromovements of the hose when the hydraulic fluid pressure changes, as Thomas Dolby once said. Science! Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Nope, that's just a guard. Do you think it's time to replace Nami with your chained waifu? You could. You know I always like my chained waifu. No waifu rules forever. You got a point there, Fabric. You know what? Maybe that's a good idea. Let's see. Just having a look through. Just having a look here to see what I got. Hey, when you're shipping stuff out, sometimes you got to make yourself your own little pallet to hold things. So I'm sending off these pressure relief valves for our rail cars. So this one here, this big tall one, is for a general purpose car. Just be surprised, Nami probably has built up owned here. Who knows? She's up there, man. She gets my highest rating. But yeah, this general purpose car one had to be sent away. And so I secured it by making this, grabbing a pallet, screwing some 2x4s on there, putting a piece of ready rod through. Hey, Carl, how you doing? Guten Tag, mein friend. How you doing? Make sure you guys check out Carl, at the RNG podcast. He has a good time playing some pretty eclectic games. But yes, securing this down wasn't very hard to do. Thanks for dropping in RS's link there, DJ. Yeah, a little bit of ready rod, a couple of fender washers, and I was able to secure it on the one side, and I did it on the other side. Just 2 points of securement was good enough for that guy. As you can see, drilled right through. And make sure that it's secured well so it doesn't fall over. You're playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth right now. Nice. Yeah, nothing like a good Final Fantasy game. And then the other one, this fellow right here, this pressure relief valve is for a hydrogen sulfide rail car. Not as big as the general purpose one. But yeah, so I secured that using some high quality tie straps, strapped it to the pallet itself, and it shouldn't move, or it didn't move. It's gone now. It's been sent to its destination. And you put it in there. And we get those rebuilt. You get them rebuilt, recertified every 6 months. It's crazy. You got to pay to have them recertified every 6 months because they can't sit on the shelf for longer than 6 months without being recertified. That's the rules, and they make us follow them. So the last fender washer you saw wore a little yeller bikini. Oh, the old fender got one at the car wash, eh? Nice. So yeah, always secure your stuff when you're sending it out, if you have to even make one yourself. And this is the charger I had to buy. I bought a new one. This one is just ruined. Old and ruined. It wasn't charging the gas monitors anymore. So I took some pictures to catalog it, which one it is, and got a new one. $400 later, got a new one. So yeah, this charger, $400. Unbelievable. Alrighty. I got this thing installed today, or I shouldn't say today. Monday. No, Friday. I installed this on Friday. Brand new pump. I already had to make an adjustment to it because the motor was cutting out. So the motor was tripping out, and it might have been because it was just working way too hard. So I do a little adjustment at the back here to adjust the clearances of the impeller, make it a little bit larger so that it doesn't have to work as hard, or it can be less efficient. So you make it less efficient, it doesn't have to work as hard, and it won't kick out the motor. So that's hey, what's up, James? How you doing? Yeah, so this thing now is just going to get them to try it. They'll try it out and they'll see whether it can not kick out the motor anymore. Go Canada Power Pumping Rangers. Yeah, there you go. I just need to close that for a sec. And that. Just going to have a quick peek here at some of this stuff. What's that? Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. If you ever wonder what makes maintenance guys upset, it's stuff like this. Hang on, I'll bring it up here. This is what gets maintenance guys really upset. I don't know how they did it. Nobody will fess up to anything. But they broke it off that pump. It's a plastic casing pump. And they just snapped off the air inlet. So now it's up to me now to find a piece, and you can get them because I've looked it up. You can get a piece. It's this top part here. It's held on by a couple of set screws, or not set screws, Allen head screws. And order it and replace it. I don't know how they did it. Probably when the impeller wears down a bit, you may have to put the pump back the way it was. Yeah, James. And that adjustment's very easy. Walter Tom Fox. Yeah. No, that happens, DJ. Yeah, DJ beat you to it. Yep. JB Weld. I don't know if they'll work for plastic, but I don't think it would last a lot because, yeah, like what a terrible break that is. And it's not even the way it broke. It looks like it wasn't even pushed down. It looked like it was pushed up or something to snap it away like that. Just, ugh. So now this piece here, as you can see, I'm circling with the mouse here. That's got to be replaced. Yeah. DJ asked what you meant by kick out the motor. Oh, it was tripping the breaker. So that's, yeah, I mean, not a familiar term, I guess, but yeah, it tripped the breaker. The motor would just shut off because it would overload. Yeah, I say it kicked it out. So, yeah, not a fan of plastic parts. Tend to get brittle more so than aluminum or steel or cast iron. Yeah. But that's, sometimes you can't pump certain things with metal, like aluminum or steel. Sometimes you have to use plastic. You're guessing the fork truck bumped it, but who knows? Yeah, nobody says a word. All of a sudden, I just come in the morning, and all of a sudden, this thing is sitting on my bench. It's on my workbench, and the pieces are neatly put beside it. And it's like, okay, what happened? Oh, you don't know? Okay. Yeah, sorry, DJ. I didn't see that you were asking about that. Thanks, Fabric, for pointing that out. Got your inlet, got your outlet. It happens, you guess? This uninformative world. Plastic and extreme temperatures and pressure do not get along. Not at all, Fabric. You know that. Exactly. There's not going to be a lot of... When things get cold, they get very brittle. Even steel. Everything gets a lot more brittle in the extreme cold. So yeah, that's a better shot of it right there. I'll take those 4 Allen heads off. Pull that piece off. And I should be able to put in a new one. All right. They could line the metal with plastic if the metal would corrode. Okay. Yeah. I've heard of glass-lined pipe. I don't know if you guys have heard of glass-lined pipe, but they use that a lot in the in places with harsh chemicals. They'll have glass-lined pipe, but it's very fragile. You got to be careful. Just remind you, you get brittle in extreme cold now. I think we all do after a while. The time a girl down the block dropped her necklace in a storm drain. Ooh. That's terrible. No, it's her story. I leaned over too, and as soon as I stepped on the grate, it fell. Oh, as soon as she stepped on the grate, it fell in. Well, I've got a couple here, a couple more here for you. I'm wondering, what does this look like? I took some pictures of it because I thought it was pretty wild. Fragile. Yeah. This is a cap for a cam lock. So it's a dust cap, they call it. Real story, boyfriend used sheer muscle to lift the grate. Got the necklace, but he couldn't put it back in the correct position. Oh, now that's strong. Definitely want to do that for your woman, eh? Pick the grate up. Looking for a sewer gator. So this was eaten by sulfur vapors. All right, Aris, thanks for coming around, man. You have yourself a good night. We appreciate you. Hope you have a good rest of your night there. So yeah, as you can see, the residue, sulfur residue, a few weeks later, dumped him for someone with a nicer car. So, yeah, this is what happens when sulfur vapor comes in contact with aluminum. It doesn't happen right away. And I solved this problem by just buying a plastic dust cap. This is 4 inches in diameter, this guy here. So, obviously we can't use or you shouldn't use aluminum with sulfur vapor because it's going to eat it. So solving that was an easy fix. It just happened to be that it's just somebody had to do the actual buying of the part. H2SO4 is the testosterone of chemicals. Nothing can withstand it. Hypergamy never rests. It never rests. So yeah, this guy, I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I just had to take some pictures because that was unbelievable. So yeah, don't mix H2S or sulfur vapor and aluminum. You'll it won't last. Similar to entropy, another force that keeps popping. Hey, that's I gotta eat too, you know. But yeah, I'll make sure that doesn't happen again because we don't need a hazard, right? Eliminate the hazard, and then everyone goes home at the end of the day. That's basically what we want. So if there's anything dangerous, most guys come to me and tell me, hey, this is no good or this needs something, and I'll do my best to replace it with something better. Yep, you got her, DJ. H2S plus aluminum equals no. Murphy's Law rates my paycheck. Yeah, fabric. All right. Well, you guys will have to check back next week. Maybe I'll have a different background. In fact, I'm going to plan on it. Now that I've been called out on my own stream for not having a different waifu background. Fabric. It's not appropriate to ask, what is H? Oh, I'll tell you exactly what it's for. So hydrogen sulfide can be used in the refining of nickel. There's a company that, there's a couple of companies. I think there's one in, where the hell's that place? Ohio, I think. And there's another place up here in Canada, and they use hydrogen sulfide to leach the impurities out of nickel. So for some, it's called a leach process, and they'll do that. Whistles innocently. I see you. New background. Wait. Yeah. No, it's coming. Something will happen. It's a good life lesson, learning to be satisfied with good enough. It's all fine and good to make better things or whatever, but people are pretty much what they are. I mean, yeah. But my job, not just to fix things, but to make things better. If I can see where we can make an improvement over something else, then I'm going to try to do that because, my job is essentially to keep the facility running with no downtime. If I can get through an entire year from shutdown to shutdown without having any major breakdowns, I think I'm doing my job okay. That's what I hope for, is not to have any breakdowns, unscheduled breakdowns. It's what I strive to do, and that's my main function. Nickel is important for many alloys. Yes. Yeah, nickel, there's so much stuff, and it's strong too. They use it to, I think they use it in the lining of, what are those things called? The brand name is Muffin Monster. It chews up all the waste and solids It's most commonly found in your car's lead acid battery. Yeah, nickel. And also they do, what is it? Cobalt. They do cobalt at that refinery as well. So nickel, cobalt. I don't know if they do lithium, but it seems to me they're doing all the stuff that is relevant to electric vehicles. I keep the engineers from blinding things up. Yes, got to keep them in place. You respect lead acid. They don't scare you like lithium. I mean, yeah, lithium is... you ever seen one of those batteries go up? Boy, whew, there's no stopping them. It was twice as reactive as hydrochloric acid, which was commonly used for pool... Oh, okay. Yes, DJ, it's used for stainless. Exactly. Yep. Nickel and chromium and stuff like that you find in stainless. Maybe some molybdenum. They don't burn. Okay. Yeah, James, exactly. They don't burn like a lithium one does. I'm part of Big Battery, confirmed. Hey man, I just supply the stuff to them. I don't work with them. It's like, hey, you want to buy our stuff? Here you go. You buy it. But they pay. You always make them pay. Anyways, I should start wrapping her up here, guys. This was a fun one. I'm glad you guys all showed up today. Speaking of which, I just want to thank everybody that was here today, like David Glenn, Fabric Folds, always a pleasure. DJ Ronnie G, good to see you, my man. AC, it's been a long time. Make sure you guys tune in to AC when he has his next stream. I don't know when it is, but hopefully soon. Kitty Bear, hope you're sleeping well. Hope we provide you enough white noise to keep you, in the slumberland. There's Alex Moore. He's the manga reading machine, that guy. And Aris had to leave, but hey, it was good. It's good to have him stop by. James, of course, and Carl, and anybody else that was around. I appreciate you coming by and lurking and listening. I'm a dealer. Louis Rossman had an e-bike burn up on his front porch when he still lived. Oh, that guy. I know. I've seen his videos. Louis Rossman. Yeah. You wonder who stole the copper from those turbines? I don't know. Make some good money on it, though. Copper goes for a good penny nowadays. He dated Molly Denium. Great kisser. Questionable hygiene. The fire department called the entire thing. There's a video. Oh. I am not a dealer. First one's free, though. Yeah, if you guys could do me a favor, hey, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Spread the word. Tell your friends. Let them know old Pop's here. I'm trying to extol the virtues of being in the skilled trades. And I hope to be a little bit entertaining for you guys. And the industrial stream is a little bit of a break from all the other stuff that you see on YouTube. And I hope you guys like it for that. New York's bravest, eh? Oh, yeah. Those guys, boy, they don't get enough accolades. There's other good channels out there, everybody, people I actually watch and enjoy, like Pacific 414, and our own DJ Ronnie G, who's in the chat there. There's Brandon the Enemy Guy. There's Kyle, who was here earlier at the RNG podcast. There's Tomby, he's the bloke from across the pond there. Our own Angry Canadian, Nerdtorial Life Form. There's everyone's favorite Penguin Punkwaddle. And Infinite Metal. He's on Twitch and Kick, and he plays a lot of retro games and indie games, and very entertaining fella. And I like watching him. He was on yesterday. Is it about to end? Veritax! Veritax, where were you? Yes, I'm just wrapping things up now, Veritax. Notice there are no songs F the fire department. Yes, exactly. Why would you? Why? Yeah, people are... Cat's acting like he's starving. You're going to cook up some sausage. Maybe he'll like that. Cats like... Yeah, cats like meat. Sure. There you go. Pacific is live right now playing Indiana Jones. Yeah, if you want to check out Mike at Pacific 414, he's playing the new Indiana Jones game. You were watching your alma mater show how little steam they have for bowling. Oh. Well, I hope it wasn't too disappointing, Veritax. But don't forget, you can always watch on the replay. Hint, hint. Coming up, you guys. Saturday, more Yu-Gi-Oh! For the DS. And I tell you, I have to try to get back. Apparently somebody stole my prize for winning the tournament. So now I got to hunt the guy down. Okay, well, I'll do that if that's what the game wants. So come join me for some card games as I try to defeat my opponents. It was expected you had to at least give them the first half. And you just missed Pop admitting to being a battery chemical dealer. Was it 5-pin or 10-pin, Veritax? Yeah, James has it. Yeah, bowling. It's a simple idea, hard to do. It's like golf. Hey, hit the white ball to the hole. A lot harder than it looks. Same with bowling. 5-pin, 10-pin. Drop it, ass. Whoa. Hey, this is how rumors get started, you guys. No, none of that. No, there is no narcotics involved or narcotic taking in this stream. On Sunday, it's Anime Chat Day, and I'm going to preview or review the summer. So last week was spring season of this year, and next it's summer, and I'm sure there's some real bangers coming from summertime. If you guys will remember that, summertime animes were great, and I've got a list of them, and I'm going to showcase a few of them to you guys. Maybe you saw them, maybe you didn't, and if you didn't, maybe give them a try. Bowling, i.e. football college, bowl season, postseason. Oh. Bowling's easy if you use a cannon. Yeah, I could see that. You sure it was dihydrogen monoxide, world's universal solvent, will clean the anything? Yeah. Also known as water. Water's a great solvent. So after Sunday Anime Chat, it'll be Tuesday again. Tuesday will be Christmas Eve. I don't know. Would you guys be up for stopping by on a Christmas Eve for Trades Talk, or should I do it on the Monday? What do you guys think? Monday, or should I just stick with Tuesday? Because the Tuesday after that is New Year's, but it's so early in the evening. It's not like we're going to go till midnight. Your daughter had her golden birthday this weekend. Well, congratulations, Veritax. Then they bowled the second lane. You think it was warped. Lots of elbow grease and some rags. Yeah, man. You got her, James. You know how it's done. So I'm just wondering, what do you guys think? You're visiting your cousin, but try to tune in. Christmas Eve works for you, David? Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you're busy, you're busy. You're going to visit family or do Christmas stuff, I'm just going to be chilling at home and just, enjoying my time off work, and I'll try to have some pictures and stuff. New Year's Eve is unimportant. Listen to your commute on to your friend's house. Yeah, I mean, same for me too. Like, it used to be so exciting to stay up late, midnight. And I've done I've done the gambit. I've ran the gambit of all the things to do on New Year's Eve. So I've gone from, watching videos till midnight with friends to going to the rotating restaurant and watching the fireworks from the rotating restaurant, and doing stuff like that. Like it's gone from, doing that to that, and now it's just sitting at home with my wife, and when it gets close to midnight, we crack the champagne and we cheers each other for a happy new year, and yeah, that's it. I mean, I guess as older you get, you slow down a bit. Your wife will kill you, and then me. She runs Christmas like well-oiled machine and books no disruptions. Well, Fabric. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, well, she's in charge. I mean, hey. You got nothing scheduled? You'll say 50-50 chance? Okay, James. I appreciate that. During Christmas, much like Mongo, only pawn in half of life. One of these days, you got to visit a rotating restaurant? Yeah, DJ. They're fun. My wife and I went to one, was it last year? And it takes about an hour for it to do a complete revolution. So we stayed for 2 revolutions. So it was 2 hours dinner, very fancy, very nice. Good food. And yeah, it was I think it was for our anniversary. So we did that. As a nearly senior citizen, going to bed early sounds like a good time. Try to catch up on all the sleep you missed. Yeah. Well, that's just it. You get older, like, that bed sure is comfy. It's 10 o'clock. Yeah, I think I'm going to head to bed. Very rarely do I stay up past midnight anymore. Ever. It sounds revolutionary. Oh, I see what you did there, DJ. I have to ask you to leave now. There's puns like that. There's one at the top of the Renaissance Center Towers. Okay. Just eat lunch on a merry-go-round and hire a crackhead to turn you. Oh, Fabric, you always just about kill me with that. The old humor. That's good stuff. Anyways, thanks for coming out, everybody. I really appreciate it. I hope you had fun. I had a great time. And I hope to see you guys on Saturday when I try to beat some people at a children's card game. You probably should have gone to the one in San Antonio, but oh well. Well, there's always next time. I would think almost every city has a rotating restaurant. Maybe. Got plenty in New York City. Yeah, there you go. All right, guys. I hope to see you all on Saturday, maybe Sunday if you're into the anime scene. Thanks for the stream. Keeps you saying, hey, man, I do what I can. This is your weekly dose of therapy. It's the pop therapy. Tell your friends about the industrial stream, and I hope to see you guys here for the next one. But until then, I'm Pop, and I'm signing off.